Oh boy, you guys. Hey guys, it's Spilly and welcome back to Spill Sesh. Today's video, we're talking about Logan Paul and Jake Paul. I know, we're tired. We're so tired. But we're actually not talking about them and Tana. We're talking about the tweet that went viral earlier this week that Jake tweeted about Zayn Malik from One Direction and the whole ordeal that went down that caused Gigi to come at Jake so hard. I mean, that tweet went viral. Everybody knows about it. If you don't, I'll flash it right here on the screen. You can pause it and read it. But you guys, Logan actually brought it up on his podcast, and I know that Logan isn't super favored online. He has a really bad reputation, but I do think that he has shown a massive growth since literally getting canceled from the internet. I don't really support the Paul brothers, but I do think that losing fights with KSI has really made Logan just kind of transform and humble up, and this impulsive podcast that he does is actually pretty good. But like him or hate him, I do think that what he said about Jake and Zayn and the whole situation really made a lot of sense. And coming from Jake's brother, I'm honestly very surprised and shocked at the things that he said. So they're basically kind of recapping the night, and they as well seem pretty disappointed that Jake decided to make this whole situation with Zayn a viral tweet, and he just made himself look bad. And they even admitted that he shouldn't have tweeted this. And it's really upsetting that he decided that he was going to call out Zayn for no reason, start this beef, and all just to get a viral tweet. That didn't even make him look good. Like, it wasn't even a viral tweet that was like so funny and so great. We love Jake Paul. It was like, oh my God, Jake, you're so not right in this situation. It was mostly disappointing because following the tweets that Jake had about how anxiety is a choice and that if you just go outside or, talk to your friends about it, you'll be fine and your anxiety will just go away, like you don't need therapy. After he said that, he came on the Impulsive podcast and was trying to clear things up, obviously make that whole situation go away, but people were telling him that he needs to be careful with what he's saying. And the top comment on Logan's latest video is, the annoying thing is this was literally one day after he had his podcast where he cried about the anxiety tweet, and Mike and Logan specifically warned him to think carefully before he sends another tweet. This was him thinking carefully about a singer who has a massive following. I definitely agree that it seems like he was just sort of trying to make a quick cover up for the anxiety tweet by saying he was gonna, take their advice, be more careful about what he's tweeting, and literally the next day tweet about Zayn Malik in this way. In Jake's entire rant about Zayn, it just seemed like he wanted to fight Zayn, and everyone was just like, okay, but why? Like, Zayn doesn't even know or want to know or hang out with you, and you're just upset. So Logan is saying he was with Jake during this entire trip, but he was not with Jake at the moment that he first approached or came in contact with Zayn Malik. So they were staying on the same hotel floor, and I guess they ran into each other in the hallway, and Jake was saying that they should hang out, and Zayn was not about it. He was like, no, and then it seemed like he was just rude. He told Logan that Zayn was just not very nice. He was like standoffish. And then in that moment, Jake decided to tweet about his experience with Zayn. And Logan says he takes partial fault for this because he didn't really try to stop Jake in this moment. And as a brother, he should have said something to get him to not tweet about this and start drama that was unnecessary. But after Jake tweeted this, that was the reason, according to Logan, why Zayn was so heated and riled up in his hotel room. Granted, they had all come from a fight. They were in Vegas. They were watching a fight. Drinks were involved. Everyone's a little bit more antsy and, I don't know, everyone's just like feeling a little bit more confident and ready to speak loudly. So I think that plays a definite part as to why Zayn was so upset, because when something happens to you and you're like not in your right frame of mind, like you've had a drink or two, you're just like feeling your feelings just a little bit more. So I'm sure when he saw that tweet, he was just extra angry. And rightfully so. I think anyone would get angry or just like irritated, annoyed that someone is talking bad about you, saying that they were going to fight you in a tweet online. And you see that and you're just going to be like, dude, why are you like this? You're so annoying. But I feel like, when you've had a drink or two, you're feeling your feelings a lot more and you're just like, I'm angry and I'm going to talk about it. So I'm sure it angered him way more than it would have if he like didn't have a drink. So this is all just me alleging that he had a drink to begin with. But anyways, he's in this room and Logan says that Jake says to him, he's yelling. He's just yelling and he's so angry. And he assumes it's because of the tweet. I don't know why he didn't just take it down and be like, sorry guys, like, I don't know why I tweeted that. But it was too late at that point. There was already beef. Logan decides to be the good big brother that he is. Debatable, but you know what I mean. So he's like trying to be all heroic, save the day, goes over to Zayn's door, is knocking on the door, trying to say like, let's, make up, let's squash the beef. And he's just screaming. He's like, you're a YouTuber and all this stuff. So definitely set him off. Rightfully so. I totally understand why Zayn was upset. I mean, when someone's talking about your character and also saying that they want to fight you, I mean, I'm just sure anyone would just be annoyed. So Logan is knocking on the door. Jake is filming. Jake, why are you taking... Ugh. I know you're a YouTuber and everything is like for clout and it's just ridiculous. Why were you recording him? That's not something that you should have done. That's not something you should have made public. I don't think it was right of Logan to show the actual clip on the podcast. I think, Logan has come a long way and he's, seemingly somehow the more mature Paul brother at this point. But he shouldn't have included that clip of Zayn yelling at them. I just felt like it made them look bad for trying to communicate with him when he was clearly already angry at them, that Jake had already made him angry. So them going to bug him and bother him some more was only going to annoy him. It just seems so not right that they decided to share the video of him freaking out. And I'm sure that's nothing he wants out on the internet, but obviously it's there now and there to stay because it was all over Twitter. It was Logan that was knocking on the door. I know a lot of people thought it was Jake. I did too at first, but it was Logan trying to make amends on behalf of his brother. Apparently Zayn did not come to the door. It was like a manager or an assistant came to the door and Logan was just trying to say, hey, like, I just want to squash the beef so everyone can go to bed at peace. And she was like, you gotta go. You gotta get out of here. And they shut the door and that was that on that. And then they went to bed and woke up to the Gigi tweet. I mean, it's just like so ridiculous, this whole thing. But I mean, can we blame Zayn? There's nothing worse than somebody calling you out that's saying like you're rude and you're mean and, that you want to fight them. And then have them come and knock on your door. I'm just sure you're just so done with them at that point that they should have just left it alone. If Jake hadn't had tweeted anything, there wouldn't have been a problem. Zayn wouldn't have been angry. And that's all stuff that Logan was saying. He said that, the tweet was the issue and they were just saying Jake needs to know when and when not to say stuff. Not everything that happens to him has to be a viral or made to be content. I think that's what he was thinking when he was even recording that video. Like, they intentionally knew they were going to use that somewhere, somehow, and definitely did not play to their benefit because it just looked like they were messing with him some more. And why would you want that? He's already mad. Why make him more upset? It's not like he was ever going to want to be like on good terms with the Paul brothers. Like, that wasn't going to do anything for his reputation. So this whole mess of a situation seems to be like just tossed away. Jake is blaming it on the drinks. Logan is blaming it on the drinks. And poor Zayn is just like having to get all these mentions on Twitter regarding the Paul brothers. He's probably like, this is ridiculous and so annoying. So hopefully him and Gigi are just like peacefully away together right now, not even thinking or bothered by these two boys. So, anyways, you guys, let me know what you thought about the video that Logan posted. If you thought that it was kind of like invasive for him to be posting Zayn talking like that, or if you could even understand what he was saying. He was just so mad at them and wanted them to go away. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. And, for once, I'm just happy that Tana wasn't involved in a drama situation that had to do with the Paul brothers. So that's all I have to say about this situation. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.